Hi everyone, and welcome to another Workshop Wednesday. My name is Emma. I am a wellness coach here at Empowering Wellness Counseling Solutions, and we are diving into our integration lab, where we do an activity based on what our lead brain coach and licensed mental health counselor talked about on Monday. And so on Wednesday, we put this into practice. And she mentioned interpersonal effectiveness and interpersonal skills when it comes to leadership. So throughout this month, we've been regulating our own bodies, coming to a place of internal regulation so that we can put this out there when we are leading a group. And this is something that takes time, takes practice, so keep coming back to those videos. But today we're going to focus on what it looks like when we do lead others after we know for ourselves what leadership means and looks like to us. And we can't really understand how to be a good leader unless we've sat down and reflected on what that means. So that's what today's activity is all about. This will be an activity for leaders who are looking to stay grounded and anchored in self so that their message is consistent, it's clear, it's easy for people to follow, and it's also easy for people to stay inspired on. And this is a great activity if you are an entrepreneur, if you are in a management position, if you are an executive, and also if you're trying to internally lead yourself and look at some of the strengths you have when it comes to interpersonal skills and interacting with others. So let's get started. This activity is a piece of the leadership pie. So you can see the pie on the screen. And what we're going to do is we're going to use a reflection and self-assessment tool on what it looks like to be a great leader. So this gives us space and time to reflect on what that looks like and then apply this into our own life. So the first step is to think of 8 skills or attributes of a great leader for your pie. For example, maybe a great leader is empathetic to you, or maybe they are self-aware. So take time to pause the video and write down 8 of these attributes. Now, write one sentence about what this means to you. So for empathetic, you could say, a great leader shows empathy towards those that they are leading, or something that really resonates with you about this chunk of your pie. After you've done this for all 8, come back to the video. Now you can rate yourself on these attributes on a scale of 1 to 10. So what this does is afterwards you can take a look at this pie and see where some of your strengths are when it comes to being a leader and where some of your weaknesses are or growth edges. So you can really focus on these certain areas where you're looking to grow in. You can set goals around these specific areas. And also, if you're looking to pull from some of your strengths when it comes to leadership, this is a great place to start. So reflecting on this and seeing what works for you, what you think a leader is like, and then applying this into your own day-to-day life. So I'm so glad you joined us for the bite-sized chunk today, and I look forward to seeing you in the next Workshop Wednesday.